Welcome again. My name is Fabian and I'm your football fundamentalist. And today we're talking about the most entertaining match of the World Cup in 1990. The one referred to as Italia 90. This World Cup in particular was a very cautious World Cup in terms of playing style. Teams were playing not to lose rather than trying to win, if you catch my drift. Alright, many games in the second round, knockout phase, went to penalty shootout. You know, it was the penalty shootout World Cup, and the heroes of these games, usually when they're penalty shootout, is the goalkeeper that saves the most penalties. Alright? But they were two entertaining games, I would like to say. Now, let me get to the honorable mention first, and then I will tell you which game, in my opinion, was the most entertaining match of the 1990 World Cup. Alright? Second round match, Brazil versus Argentina. Now, this match, anytime these two teams meet, these South American giants, expect some kind of fireworks, especially in a World Cup. You know, the challenge is going to be hard and harsh. You know, they're going to question every call the players, the referee makes. But this game in particular, Brazil were the overwhelming favorites. Argentina were the defending champs, but had some struggles in the group stage. Brazil, on the other hand, won all their group matches coming to the second round. And I remember I was 13 years old. Being an Argentina fan, people were telling me, boy, your team going home. Brazil going to get them 4. Carrica and them going to score kind of goal on your team. I was like, oh yeah? We'll see what Diego have to say about that. Now mind you, the game was very entertaining. Brazil were taking it to Argentina. And boy, some kind of hoodoo work on that goal with the Argentine goalkeeper Goicoechea was saving in, because I don't know how that ball in crossing line in favor of Brazil for the first half and most at the beginning of the second half. And then Senor Diego Armando Maradona pick up and start to work his magic, walk past about 3 Brazilians, slide road past Claudio Caniggia, who dragged past Tafarel and scored. The game ended up 1-0. It was a shock and an upset. My country full of Brazilian fans, Trinidad are talking about. And the place was quiet. It was a Sunday morning. I realized I just came home from church and I was just praying that some miracle Argentina beat Brazil. And they did. The game was entertaining, full of incident as usual. And you know, anytime Brazil get knocked out of a World Cup, the tears just flow, you know? And yeah, that happened. But that wasn't the most entertaining match in that World Cup. The most entertaining match has to be, drum roll please, Cameroon versus England in the quarterfinal. Now, Cameroon started this World Cup off with a bang, defeating the defending champions Argentina, my favorite team, in the opening match, shaking up the whole World Cup from match 1. They beat Romania as well. They went on to the second round. They beat Colombia, and now they're meeting England. Now in this match, England scored first through a header. Then Cameroon got a penalty and scored. And Cameroon were playing open, flowing football. It was a joy to watch. With their athleticism and skill, they didn't get that memo that this was a defensive World Cup and that England was supposed to be a better team than them on paper. They were doing it in style. They threw caution to the wind and started to attack England. And they scored, making it 2-1. Now, this is where football funny, alright? If you all remember the match, Cameroon tends to bring on a player by the name of Roger Milla, who at 38 years was having the World Cup dream come true. He was just coming off the bench and scoring, entertaining, taking on players, showing people that, you see this old man here, I still have thing in my legs. I still have it. So kudos to Roger Milla. And the Cameroon team, full of talented players. Oman Biek, Francois Oman Biek and his brother Kana Biek, massing in the back. Thomas and Kono in goal. Mufede, Mubu, Makanaki. Man, I could go on and on. Them players entertain for that whole World Cup. Nobody can say no. And when they meet up against England, they was turning on the style. Everybody thought, hey, like Cameroon going to the semi-final, they're going to beat England. But Cameroon had one thing that kills the game and it hampers them. The over-aggressiveness when tackling and the tackling in the box. Here how it went. They were 2-1 up and then bad tackle, penalty, Lineker scores, Gary Lineker that is. I think guy tackled Gary Lineker or yeah. So they equalize, extra time. Another bad tackle in the box again. Penalty. Lineker put away the penalty again. They make it 3-2. And Cameroon were eliminated. England went forward. But in the hearts and minds of people, Cameroon were the better team and one of the most entertaining teams in our World Cup were making an exit. But they had nothing to be ashamed about because they truly impressed the world. When I say in the world, like the football watching world, that African football arrived. Up to that point, I don't think any African nation has reached the semi-final. The last World Cup, 2022, Morocco, an African nation, reached the semi-final. And that is the furthest any African nation has ever reached. But before that, Cameroon were the first to do it. So hats off to Roger Miller and co. And boy, that dance Roger Miller used to do when he scored, boy. That samba thing he take from Karika, boy. Oh, run to the corner flag and do it. Wow, that was a celebration. Oh, memories, bringing back memories, yeah. Yes, so yeah, most entertaining match of 1990, England versus Cameroon in the quarterfinal in Naples, I think it took place. Yeah. So there you have it, folks. If you beg to differ with any of the matches I've previously mentioned in this episode or any other episode, please feel free in the comments. Tell me which match in this World Cup 1990 was the most entertaining World Cup. Alright, I'm Fabian, your football fundamentalist. See you guys in the next one. Bye.